Hi, Ruben here from Mueller Energy. Today I want to talk to you about DCDC chargers. I want to tell you which ones I like and why they are my favorites. Now, of course, these happen to be the ones we sell, so please do your independent research and make sure what I'm telling you is factual and not just another sales pitch. So what we'll start with is the Australian Redarc Core 40. The Core 40 is the cheaper version of what they call their DCDC range. The difference with the Core 40 is that it is not IP rated. In the vast majority of installations, you do not need an IP rated DCDC, so this is my go-to for the Redarc. What's great about it is it's got a multitude of inputs. What's not so great about it is it's got a multitude of inputs that make a cable mess. Now, we do have a solution for that. An extra $25, we basically pre-wire it for you, making it much easier for you to connect. So you can see the little wires here. This sets it to lithium mode. This is your input from your alternator or starter battery. And this goes to your auxiliary battery, leisure battery, whatever you want to call it. And this is a solar input. I should know that the solar input is limited to 32 volts. So if you have a residential solar panel, for example, this will not work. Here you've got an ignition pickup as well. You don't necessarily need to use it, but I would highly recommend you spend the extra 5-10 minutes running the ignition wire to have a much more reliable system at the end. So Redarc, reliable, Australian, good product, but I'll now move on to competition. So the competition we have here is the Victron Orion XS. This is a Dutch product, probably the most popular camper van, caravan, RV product out there. This one is also IP rated, as you can see. Now, what's very interesting is this is a 50 amp DCDC as opposed to a 40 amp for the Redarc. And you can see it's quite a bit smaller. What makes it even funnier is if you compare it to the 30 amp Victron DCDC, you can see the size difference. It's massive. This one has a massive heatsink on the back. This one does not. Weight-wise, there's a huge difference as well. Now, this is an isolated DCDC. I will not go into the difference between isolated and non-isolated in this video. Just be rest assured that for the majority of installations, you don't need an isolated. So why is the size so different? Because the efficiency of this one is so much higher, meaning that you're creating a lot less heat. So this simple aluminium plate is enough to dissipate it, whereas here you have the massive heatsink. I'm not including the 30 amp in this comparison. Only go for this if you want an isolated. Otherwise, don't use it. Use either one of these. Now, the benefits of the Victron is that it has Bluetooth. It's a great ecosystem, the Victron ecosystem. You can change settings for voltage pickup, things like that. You do have an engine ignition pickup here as well. It's not as crucial for the Victron. It's still a good idea, but you can usually change the parameters within the Victron to set it to have a reliable engine pickup, which you can't do in the Redarc. Now, you might think Bluetooth is a bit of a gimmick and you're not going to be using it. However, it makes it so much easier to troubleshoot. If there is a problem with your solar panel, with your wiring, with your battery, you'll have it sorted much quicker with this than you will with that. So for that reason, I would recommend this unless you have a solar panel that doesn't have an open circuit voltage of more than 32 volts. If you do, go for the Redarc. If you don't, I would definitely consider the Orion XS. Now, price-wise, there's not much of a difference. And a Redarc Core 40 is $439 plus $25 for pre-wiring, and the Orion XS is $469. If you learned something, please like and subscribe. We'll be releasing more educational videos like this, and you'll be notified when we do. Thank you. Bye-bye.